Hello, everyone. Thank you for watching our screencast. My name is Jared Skeggs. I am Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Digital Design Solutions. My business partner is Kevin Gilbert. Kevin is the Vice President of Design and Operations. This is a reproduction of a presentation we did last Monday, May 5th, 2008, at the Atlanta Metro Baptist Association. Joel Harrison, the lead missionary there, invited us in to share with his group some of our knowledge and experience with Digital Church. So, in this presentation, we're going to give you basically a conceptual overview of what Digital Church is all about and its relevance to the church. Let's start out by actually defining what the Digital Church is. Is it the internet? Sure. Is it podcasts, webcasts? Sure. Is it new media? You bet. It's a lot of other things too. It's a very vast subject. But when you think of the Digital Church, I really want you to think of it as a dynamic, always-on support mechanism for relationships that begin face-to-face at church. At its core, really, Digital Church is about communication. And really specifically, it's about effective, efficient, optimal communication among groups that are small, groups that are large, and even between individuals. We're going to hit three aspects of the Digital Church. We're going to break these up into three separate presentations and three separate screencasts here. The first one is going to be all about online community. And really, online community is the backbone of the Digital Church. If you're familiar with MySpace, Facebook, LinkedIn, social networking websites, these are all examples of online communities. Basically, a person can register and they can share as much or as little information about themselves as they like on that site, and then they can connect with other folks as friends. Generation Y really gets this. They're into it, and it's starting to grab hold with the people that are over that generation, 25 and up, 35, 45, 50, 60. Older folks are beginning to grasp this concept, and they're beginning to grasp the benefits. One of the huge benefits being that the user really has control over who they're communicating with. And the communication is very effective. In fact, there's far more control for an individual when communicating via online community than there is with email, text messaging, or telephone. A couple of points I'll make about online community as it relates to church and the Digital Church. Online community and the Digital Church is driven and led largely by church members, not church leaders. If you think about it, a church service on a Sunday is a couple hours max. And it's very structured, and it's driven by leaders. And it needs to be that way. The online community aspect of church and Digital Church is completely different. Members are able to take the lead, start conversations, share ideas, and then continue and engage in conversations and relationship with others without the necessity of church leaders being involved and overseeing that, per se. Now, church leaders can always administrate the online aspect of the church and the online community. But at the end of the day, it's contributions and participation by members that really make it effective. And this other point is that online community gives registered members a platform for sharing, communicating, and continuing relationships outside of face-to-face meetings. That's really what it boils down to. I'm going to give you some examples of churches that have established online communities for their members, and they're doing very well with it. First one would be Life Church out of Oklahoma. They've got about 10 or 12 brick and mortar locations where people actually physically come and attend church. But they actually take Digital Church to a new level, and they have about 20,000 people every week that attend church online, meaning they're sitting at their desk, in their living room, in their home office or study, at their computer, and they connect via the internet and attend church right there. They give online. They attend small groups online. This church is very innovative with Digital Church, and if you have some spare time, I encourage you to check them out a little more deeply. This next example is an example called the Convention of Atlantic Baptist Churches. They're a Canadian organization that seem to have a lot of parallels to the Atlanta Baptist Association in that they serve member churches, consult with member churches on how to improve their ministry. We use this example for that reason, as well as reasoning of the fact that their website here is built on a free open source application, meaning anybody who wants to go download this application, it's called Drupal, can go download it for free and use that application to build a website and specifically an online community aspect of that website. So even churches on a small budget should have the ability and should be entertaining implementing online community in their church. This next example is called West Winds. This is basically a website that's built on the exact same open source free application that I showed you that the Convention of Atlantic Baptist Churches is built on. So we use this for two reasons. They're also using the online community aspect of this. As well, though, if you look, I mean, this is a nice looking site. So a lot of times you get stuff that's free and it's not usable. As you can see, the free stuff can obviously be manipulated to be very pleasing to the eye and ultimately very effective from an online community standpoint. That'll wrap up this section, the online community section of the presentations. We'll have the webcast section next, and then we'll do the new media section to finish. If you have any questions, you can contact Joel Harrison at the Atlanta Metro Baptist Association directly. You can also contact us. You can find us on the web at www.digidsolutions.com. That's D-I-G-I-D, solutions.com, or email at info@digidsolutions.com. Thanks. We look forward to talking to you soon.